How to add Google Analytics 4 to WordPress step by step. Hey guys, welcome back. In this tutorial, I'll show you guys how you can add your Google Analytics to WordPress in a very simple way. Now, if you haven't set up Google Analytics already, you do have to create your own Google Analytics account to get started with creating your G4 tab. So make sure you have a Google Analytics account before starting your connection. Now, once you have both a WordPress site and a Google Analytics account, sometimes the connection can be so drawn out, but we're going to keep it simple and jump right in. So to get started, log on to your WordPress dashboard. And once you're in your WordPress dashboard, you're going to click on plugins on the bottom left. Then click on add new plugin. And once you click on add new plugin, you're going to search for Google Analytics. And although this might seem counterintuitive, you're not going to use this Google one, but instead you're going to scroll down and you're going to find this plugin called GA Google Analytics by Jeff Starr. Connect Google Analytics to WordPress. Click on install over here and you're going to wait a couple of seconds and then click on activate. Now, the reason we're not using Google's actual plugin is because that plugin is not specifically meant for your G4 connection. So we're going to install the Google Analytics by Jeff Starr plugin. Once we have done that, we can click on settings under this application, and this will open up our application. But on the left panel, we should now be able to see Google Analytics somewhere along here. So we are going to go into the left panel and we will see our installed plugins. If you can't find J Analytics like I can't, you're just going to go ahead and open up J Analytics and you're going to go into view details and you should be able to see it on the left over here. So we're just going to refresh our WordPress site because our plugin is not here. We should find the plugin on the left panel somewhere. There's Rank Math SEO. We have Elementor, our templates, but our plugin is not appearing. So we're just going to go back into these settings and we're going to go into settings for this one. And once we go into settings, we have our how to use, and we are just going to go ahead and go into our plugin settings. So here it is. So to access this, you can just go into your plugins, go into settings, and then scroll down into your plugin settings. Now, once you scroll into your plugin settings, you're going to go into Google Analytics, and this is my Google Analytics account. And on this top search bar, you're just going to search for measurement ID. And once you search for measurement ID, you will see this type of code appear. Your code is obviously going to be different, but you're going to copy this code and you're going to paste it in your GA tracking ID. For every account, it's going to be different. And there is a really major thing if you open up a site like this. So, for example, you have a account like this. This is the beta account, and you will see on the top it says go to set up your assistant. So this does not have an active Google Analytics 4 or GA4 ID. You want to make sure that your account has a active GA4 ID, and you're going to paste that in. Once you do that, you will see on the bottom, you have your tracking method. So I recommend that you leave your tracking method at default, and then you have your tracking code location. So if you want your tracking code in the page head or footer, then you have your custom tracking objects that you can add, as well as a custom GA code. Now, this is an optional code added to the GA tracking snippet, and this can be really useful in understanding how the users are responding to your WordPress site. Then you also have custom code, locations, admin areas, and admin users. So I can disable tracking of admin level users, but I can also leave it enabled. Once I've done that, I can simply click on Save Changes over here. And just like that, our Google Analytics 4 has now been connected with our WordPress site. Now you will see on my GA4, what it's going to do is that if I refresh my GA4, it should start receiving data from my WordPress site. Now it's going to take a little bit of time. It doesn't, start showing data immediately. It can take, 5-10 minutes to just start syncing up the data. Depending on how large the data site is, it might even take more time. But if I open up my particular site over here, you will see that I have a report snapshot from where I can understand the users, total users, average engagement time, and revenue of my WordPress site. I can also go into the home section to just see the number of users, key events, new users, event counts, and I can also go into reporting. And for reporting, there is definitely detailed reporting, such as real time reporting. So, how many users in the last 5 minutes to 30 minutes, as well as the users by score, by audience. And you'll see views by page title and screen time. And you will see Jane and Josh, I have 100% views because I just opened up my own website. If I browse around even on my own website, that is going to count as a view for Google Analytics. Now below that, you will see your event count, first visit, page views, session start. And this is all my own engagement that I just did in front of you guys. So this is how fast and effective GA4 is because people don't understand how valuable this data is. You guys can see it's now showing us the location, showing us the time, the average users in the last 5 minutes. And as I am browsing my own site, it's going to start updating my real-time data. And this is so helpful in understanding how many people can you get interested with a certain Instagram post or by announcing a sale or announcing a collaboration. How many people could you get interested in your site? And with your report snapshot, obviously they're going to look a bit underdeveloped when you get started. But once you get started with building your portfolio, once your website has some level of data, such as over 1,000 viewers or over 1,000 people that are interacting with your site over a 1 week time period, you're going to get some really valuable data, including site data based upon countries, about the activity session. So, how much time is one person spending on your site? You also have super valuable data like which pages and screens get the most views and what are your top performing key events. You also get the first primary channel group as well as item purchased by item name. So even if you're using WooCommerce like integrations with WordPress, the J4 tab or connection is still going to be able to thoroughly help you in further boosting the performance of your site. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you are now able to get started with adding your GA4 analytics to your WordPress website. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any questions or queries about WordPress or any other platform, make sure to leave that in the comment box down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say and have a great day ahead.